Naila, why is English language important to learn?
This is because English language is an international language and is widely followed and understood by people across the world.
I want to learn this language.
To learn every language, there are some skills to develop. Follow this class to learn these skills.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Viewers, we welcome you once again to MT Africa, our program English Language for Junior High School. We are going to have the final lessons on our tenses. We looked at the past tense, we looked at the present tense as well, including the branches. Today we are going to look at the future as we are expected in the syllabus to discuss it. We are going to look at the future, and then that will bring an end to the discussions on tenses. Class, we welcome you to the lesson for the day.
Thank you.
We first of all will look at our topic, and the topic is ways of expressing events that are future indicative. We have ways we can express ourselves in the future form, and we are going to look at that. Today's lesson is going to look at will and shall, how we use will and shall to express future event. The objective for today will be 1, to identify will and shall as modals used to indicate future. 2, to explain why will and shall are present verbs. And then 3, give 2 instances each where will and shall are used. So these 3 objectives shall occupy our minds as we discuss the lesson. Let's look at some points on tense. We say in English, verb phrases can either be marked for tense or modality. What we mean is that when we talk of English, when we are referring to verb phrases, which we have seen a lot in the tenses, the present and the past tense, we will always have our verb either indicating tense or we'll have a verb indicating modality or a modal, to simply put a modal, and never both. What it means is that it is not in the case in English, you have a verb that is functioning as a tense and at the same time a modal. We shall look at that. We have the present tense and the past tense with their branches, which we have already discussed. But for recall purpose, let us mention the branches in each. The present tense, what are the branches we discussed in our previous lessons? Josefa, give us some of the branches in the present tense.
So, is.
I don't want the verb forms, just the branches, the names of the branches. Okay, let me pass it on to, yes, Orchard.
Simple present.
Good. We mentioned that under the present tense, we have the branches as simple present, yes? Yes, Alma?
Present perfect.
No, before present perfect, we have another. Yes?
Present continuous.
Present continuous. Then we have what? Present perfect. Do you now remember? Good. And then the last one is, yes, Hofaida.
Present perfect continuous.
Good. These are the branches we identified under the present tenses. Then we came to past tenses, and we also identified some branches, and we discussed them. And in the past, the branches, yes? Salma?
Simple past.
In order.
Past continuous.
Then, Josefa?
Past perfect.
Good. Then the last one, yes?
Past perfect continuous.
Good. These are the branches we identified in the two tenses, the past tense and the present tense. We looked at them in detail. We looked at the verb forms, and we also looked at how we use them or how they are being used. Good. Let's continue. And then when it comes to modals, we have 9 modals, 9 modal auxiliaries that we use in the English language. And these include can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, and must. Can is in present form, could is the past, sorry. May, present, might, the past. Shall in the present form, should, past. Will, present, would, past, and then must. Must doesn't have the present or the past form. Must is must in all cases. Good. Please pay attention, and then later on you can write. Having identified these, what we are saying is that it is not possible to have a verb phrase in the English language or a verb in the English language that functions as a modal. That can function as a modal, and at the same time, it marks tense. It's not possible to find that in English. If it is functioning as a modal, it is a modal. If it is functioning as a tense, it is a tense. That understanding is very important. We are saying that the modals appear in different forms depending on the situation you are using. The modals appear in different forms as we write them. We're also saying the future time is marked in the verb phrase by modal or semi-modal verbs such as the following: will, shall, be going to, about to, it is high time, it is about time. Now let me explain this, what it means. What we are saying is that future time is a reality. A situation that is yet to happen is a reality in human life. We will always talk about it. There will always be situations where actions or events are yet to happen, so we will talk about them. To do this, we rely on modals like will, shall, or expressions like be going to, about to, it is high time, it is about time. These help us to express ourselves in the future sense. So anytime we want to say something in the future sense, we rely on these modals. In our study of the simple present and present continuous, we realized that there were situations we can use them, simple present, to indicate future event, and then present continuous to also indicate future event. To remind us, let me give an example. We saw examples such as like this. Let me say George we are saying this statement in the simple present, but it is indicating future. Our simple present is here, goes. Do we remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We saw examples of that nature. If you have forgotten, you need to go and revise. Then we also saw examples where we have present continuous. That is future indicative. If we do remember, I will want someone to consult a sentence of that nature for us.
Hammer is going to the market tomorrow.
This is an action that is future indicative. That is yet to take place. It hasn't taken place. But we are saying it in the present continuous tense. Is going, present continuous, which has future indicative. So we have the simple present and the present continuous or progressive. We have these two helping us to express ourselves in the future as we have above. This time around, what we are saying is that we are going to use these modals, will and shall, and the others, to express ourselves in the future. That is what we are going to look at today. Examples like, I will go there later. Will is a modal here, yes, a modal auxiliary verb used here. Go is the main verb. So we are using will to support go in this situation. Will is in the present and not in the past. This modal will is in the present, or this auxiliary will is in the present and not in the past. And then we are saying that I will go there later. In this action, has the person gone? No. The person is yet to go. And we are expressing ourselves to indicate future by using will, plus our verb in the present form, go. Then another example, they shall bring the items when you need them. Here we are also using shall. That is in the present form, the modal shall, or the auxiliary shall, that is in the present form. Plus this our verb bring to indicate a future event, something that is yet to happen in the future. Then we have the third one. It is about time we changed things around here. The expression is about time. It's future indicative. We have not yet done that, but we are saying that it is time now. We should do what is expected of us, but we haven't done it. So the action is to take place in the future. If you have any question, let me pause here for you to ask. Yes, Salma.
Sir, can the modal auxiliary be used? Can two of the modals be used in a sentence?
Give us example of what you have in mind.
I will be going to school at 6 a.m.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
So, where is the double auxiliary? Or the two modals you are talking about?
Sir, I will and be going to.
Will.
Yes.
And what?
Be going to.
Going is in the continuous form.
Yes, sir.
Because you are using the continuous form of the verb go, that is why you need this. Do you understand? So in this your sentence, what you have here is not double auxiliary. It's not two modals at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Do you get that? But you can think of sentences, come up with them, and then let's discuss them. I don't want to tell you yes or no, point blank, no. That's not the best. So you think of sentences like that where you have two modals or two auxiliaries. Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Yes. Think of it. And you realize that you'll be able to come up with something like that. And then we can discuss. If we discuss and it's fitting, then that's it. So let's look at the will and shall. We are saying that will is a present form of would. That is, the past is what? Would. We are saying that it can be used for both singular and plural subjects. Will can be used for both. Examples: she will come to the program. Will is the modal there in the present form. Come to the program, the main verb or the auxiliary, and then we have the main verb. So we'll call them modal auxiliaries. Will. They will ask for the books tomorrow. Will. And then we say will can be used to express habitual behavior. Examples like, she will dance for hours. Here it's a habit. It's a habit. So she will dance for hours. We are using will to indicate that the person has that habit. Though it is future indicative, but the person has that habit. If the person gets a chance to dance, the person will dance for hours. They will insist on it until you agree with them. This is a habit. That's how they behave. But we are using will over there again for that. Then we're also saying that it can also be used to express inevitable event that will happen no matter what. It is most going to what? Happen. Examples: it will rain this evening. It is something that is bound to happen. She will win the contest. What we are saying is that it is something that is bound to happen. But all these are in the future sense. They are in the future sense. We are using will there to express that. Then let's look at shall. We are saying that shall is a present verb, as we have it there. It's in the present form. The past form is should, which is there. Then we say it can be used for both singular and plural subjects. Examples: I shall pay for the goods. I'm here to do it. And then we have shall there, which is in the future indicative. The person hasn't paid for it. I have not yet paid for them, but I will do that. That's future. We shall inspect your work before leaving. We haven't done that, but we expect to do it. Future indicative. And then we'll look at a few uses. We say it can be used to express strong determination. If you have determination in something, if you are determined in something, a strong determination in something, you can use a shall. Examples: we shall support you no matter the outcome. It's a strong determination. We are using shall there, which is the present form, with our verb there, the main verb there. So we shall support you no matter the outcome. Then we say, I shall defend the dignity of the country. It's a strong determination the person has. So these are some few ones. Before we go to more exercises, let me take some few expressions of will and shall from you. Yes, each of you will give me a sentence. Let me start from Nazir.
I will be going to Kumasi this week.
No, please. Look at the examples we have there. we didn't have anything like will plus something before progressive. We are not using progressive. Look at what we use. We have. It's not like will be. There's nothing like that in all the examples. We have nothing like that. So come again.
We will go to school tomorrow.
So this future indicative is here. Will go. Yes, Orchard.
We will come to the party this evening.
You can use shall, interchange. I don't want you to use only will. You are using both will and shall for me.
I shall come home today.
Shall come. Future indicative. Yes, Salma?
I shall attend the program later.
So shall attend. Future indicative. Yes?
I will travel to Kumasi tomorrow.
And the last, yes?
She will be back.
Good. She will be back. You have challenge in expressing yourself in this set of strings, but you have to do your best. You like inserting will be. Please. That is a different category altogether. That is not where our discussion is. So the exercises that are coming, I don't expect any be inserted in there. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Good. So let's look at. We have this. You are to insert either will or shall. Take note. You are to insert either will or shall to indicate future. In some cases, you need to change the sentence. The way the sentence is structured, you will need to change. So let's look at the first sentence. After winning her race, Kafio didn't have any breath. After winning her race, Kafio didn't have any breath. Yes, we change it where the verbs are inserting will or shall. Yes, Professor.
After winning her race, Kafio shall not have any breath.
You have tried. After winning her race, Kafio shall not have any breath. Fine, you are using in the negative. But let's put it in the positive form and see.
After winning her race, Kafui will not have any bread.
No, I said let's express it in the positive sense. She expressed it in the negative. Let's express it in the positive sense.
Kafio will have her rest after winning the race.
Okay, that's good. But my task for you, which I'll give you more of the exercise you do at home, is that you identify every verb there and try changing that string of verb phrases you may have in the sentence into will or shall form. We have the second one, where we felt very uncomfortable sitting in a building that didn't have any windows or roof. So you do that. A developed country needs river for transportation. Is this series different from the one you did last year? The bush lamps that Domoso supplied were not as bright as the district has. You try all this, you change them by inserting will or shall. Please let them be in the positive form. Though in some of the sentences we have they are in the negative statement, yours should be in the positive form. Viewers at home, take part in the exercise and then show it to someone to look at it for you. Try as much as you can not to insert expressions like shall be going or will be going. And the sentences I want you to construct should be in the positive sense. If it happens what you are changing is in the negative, please insert your will and shall, ensuring that what you construct is in the positive sense. Until we meet you once again, we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.